This is Black with No Chaser Radio.
You are a representative of the black community.
Black with No Chaser.
Turned down too much then.
I don't go on dates, I can't wait out for first date. I don't go on dates, I can't wait out for first date. I don't go on dates, headshot. You gon' go to little everybody.
Just finished the sound check. Sub, Homecoming, Lil Wayne, Her, Juvenile, me, motherfucker. Going down, man. It's time to go shoe shopping.
Very familiar. Yeah, I don't know. You from Baton Rouge?
Nah.
New Orleans? Like, come on.
Nah. Jackson, Mississippi. You look very familiar, like.
Yeah, that's where the Nissan plant is?
I appreciate you having me.
So when you hear Black with No Chaser, what comes to mind?
Black with No Chaser. The first thing that come to mind is like a drink. It's like when I first saw it, I ain't gonna lie. When I first saw it, when y'all first popped it out, I was thinking like this. They having conversations over drinks. You feel me? Black with No Chaser, like a Hennessy or something like that. No chaser, just straight up. But then the deeper meaning, you feel what I'm saying? Like black people real unapologetically open-minded. So that's also what it comes to mind too. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, being black in America shit. We ain't got no goddamn no filter, and we ain't got no the chaser could be the filter, and the chaser could also be, you know what I'm saying, like shit, you ain't got too many people that's really coming behind you trying to tell you what's right and what's wrong off what you doing either. You feel me? So black with no chaser mean that to me as well. It's like shit, it's both ends of it.
No definition is wrong. Everybody has a different meaning for it. So I like the way that you broke it down for sure. Because like I said, there's no wrong answer at all. So I like that you thought that it was about drinks, but you actually found out that it was a deeper meaning to it. And that's definitely what we're about, is that open-mindedness. And we're unapologetic about it. So we definitely are appreciative to have this type of platform that we could be and do whatever we want to, because it's ours and it's black owned and it's about us and it's for us. So
for sure. That's hard. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us today. And Get Familiar is just one of the newest things that is a part of the music and entertainment episodes, department. So we're steady building, and having you on is definitely a milestone for us. So the whole team wants to thank you first and foremost for sitting and talking with me tonight.
Oh man, thank you all for having me, bro. It really means a lot. I appreciate y'all.
So let's get to talking about some manifestations, because I can definitely say I've witnessed you actually manifest where you are today. I've witnessed you literally say that you were the world's greatest before it even happened. So you've been believing and you've been achieving. But when was the moment that you knew that, damn, I said that shit and now I'm really doing this shit?
I'm laughing because somebody just asked me this question a little while ago, and it was funny. My response was like more so like, you know what I'm saying? It really still hadn't hit me, because when I announced myself as the world's greatest DJ, I really was on some like, I really believe that shit. Like, so I don't think a moment, from the gate, I don't think a moment could ever define it to make me be like, oh yeah, I'm the world's greatest DJ. Nah, I'm really on some like from the moment I was started DJing back at Jack State, I felt like I was unfuckwittable. And that's just
But
my
you
honest to
gotta be
God truth.
honest. Being a part of the sonic boom, that has to do a lot with it though, because let's be real, the boom is everything. Nothing is topping the
Yeah,
boom. So you
yeah.
already coming out the gate from like some phenomenal shit. So that confidence, you earn
That's
that
where
confidence
it
out the
came
gate.
from there. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
that. The boom helped build their confidence. Being around, you know what I'm saying, being in the band in 2006, and then also the people that I built relationships with through the band situation, like with Tez and with CJ, and even working with them now on the Young Money side. It's kind of like, certain people had this aura about themselves that they just feel like you around greatness.
Yeah.
And I always wanted that to be my aura. So one thing I learned when I was younger was like, this was before we were really calling it manifestation and all this stuff there. It was really like before the word got popular. I'll say this. It was more so really like, man, you gotta speak it into existence. You have to, that's what we used to say in Mississippi, like, man, you gotta believe it. You gotta believe, you gotta speak it into existence, you gotta believe it. So I was literally believing the fact that, yo, I'm the world's greatest DJ. And I felt like everything that I touched, I was good at. I felt like I was a dog at playing drums, and people mistake it for cockiness, but I was raised in a single parent home, and I was an only child, so I ain't had nobody around me bigging me up. You feel me?
To
Like,
affirm you.
oh yeah, you doing your thing. Nah, so I had
Yeah.
to do it myself. So the way I did it myself was me sitting back like, nah, I'm hard. Like whatever I do, I'm hard. Like, bro, I'm the truth because I'm passionate. I'm very passionate. So you know what I'm saying. That's really where it came from. Like and to be honest with you, the word, even a deeper meaning that I never told nobody. The world's greatest DJ came from me trying to top Jazzy Jeff.
Huh.
His
Wow.
name is the magnificent DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Wow.
So I was structuring my name. I structured my first big full rollout around all his stuff, and that's no lie. Like
Dope.
from my first logo to, so like I said, he was the magnificent Jazzy Jeff, and bro really is hard. Like, so I was like, shit, he the magnificent. All right, then cool. Let me go do my thing. So this is before I even got with Wayne. All that, it was a DJ I looked up to named Ryan Smooth. He was Wayne's original DJ,
Uh-huh.
but he what I'm saying, he out of New Orleans. He really, the crazy thing about it is he was really kind of one of my DJ. He became one of my DJ mentors. That's the craziest shit. Like, it just happened like that. But he was like one of the first DJs to put me on turntables besides DJ Finesse and Scrap Dirty. So Rod Smooth was the greatest DJ in the world. And he was
Damn.
Wayne's DJ. He was Wayne's DJ. He was the greatest DJ in the world. He was Wayne's DJ. So I called him and asked him politely. I asked him like, "Yo, can I be the greatest DJ in the world too?" He politely told me, "Fuck no." so so I went and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take the Jazzy Jeff approach, and I'm gonna do. He did the magnificent, and I'm gonna be the greatest. But I was like, the greatest DJ in the world. The world's greatest. Boom, there it is. The world's greatest DJ, DJ TLewis. So that was my whole thing. Like, that was my whole spiel. And I really believe that. Like, nobody could tell me otherwise. Even still to this day, I go crash out at a party and nobody can still tell me I ain't the greatest. I don't give a
But
damn.
I'm gonna give you my honest opinion because I'm a critic. I
Come
agree.
on.
You are though. I coming behind people like Scrap, and I know Scrap makes sure that whoever is his nephews, he makes sure that they know the game like one, two,
For sure.
three. So
hmm
I already
I used
know.
to carry scraps. I used to carry
Yes, your
scrap
background
crates
is
and shit
legit.
in his book bags and all that shit. I've been out here for a long time doing shit
Yes,
nobody. I remember I used to go to the Jackson Music Awards and scrap with 99 Jam, and that's when King George and them all them was there. And I used to realize my daddy was a security. He was a police officer, so he was over the security. He used to get the security, the police officers together, security, because they all went to school together. The people that Lee King, all the people that put it on, Mr. Jesse, all of them, like they grew up together. So they kind of, I love the way that they do it because they keep it kind of, they not kind of, but they keep it in the family. Like, you know what I'm saying? They call up pops and, you know what I'm saying? Call up pops, hey, get your security team together. Y'all come make this money for the weekend. You feel what I'm saying? So I used to be so fascinated with how the niggas were doing the live remotes and having so much fun. Like, I'm a little kid. I'm like 8, 9, 10 years old. You feel what I'm saying? But by the time I hit like 10, 11, I'm realizing where I'm at and what I'm doing. Shit, next thing you know, they like, man, shit, come on. You over here. Come grab these CDs and goddamn do this. I ain't know what I was doing, but at the end of the day, I loved it. And goddamn, it molded me into who I am now. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that's Scrap, man. Shout out to Scrap and Finesse, man. Lord. And ACL Black.
The OG for sure. So seeing that you kind of been slick in the industry since shit before you was a teenager, how can you compare working the industry right now being COVID-19 happening?
COVID-19 really fucked us over. For real, because of the fact that you know what I'm saying, we sitting right now. You know, the industry is performance based.
Right.
And can't nobody perform except for on social media and stuff. And you know, there's only so much. You know, people drop projects, they can't go promote their projects. You know, it's just one of those situations where right now, you know, COVID-19 beating the industry right now by like 100. It's no way around. But you know the upside of it is it's also giving a lot of artists time to realign themselves. I kind of look at it. I would when COVID-19 hit.
For sure.
Yeah, when COVID-19 hit, I was we were about to leave to start back working with Wayne. I was about to get ready. I'm talking about the weekend we were going to get back on the road and have our first show for the year. In March, it was the weekend that they shut us down and said, nah, it's over with. Because we were going to Vegas. So they shut Vegas down first. It was just a wrap. So when it happened, I really was on some like, I've been on this real deep spiritual journey. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm real like into mental health stuff right now. You feel what I'm saying? Because I feel like coming from Mississippi, we got like bad mental health. We got real big PTSD. You feel what I'm saying? We got a lot of
journey for sure. Like I have to commend Black men when they actually take the stand to do that. That's very important. So I appreciate you doing that.
Oh yeah, I got out here in the world and realized that shit. It was a lot of stuff that I thought I knew that I didn't know. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And in life, if you want to go further in life, you got to be able to learn and adapt. You feel what I'm saying? So that was one of the things that I had to do. So, I mean, with that being one of my biggest journeys, you know what I'm saying, I was kind of at ease with it, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I was like, okay, when we not working, I never tripped off of it, you feel me? But it destroyed the industry so crazy that it really put us at standstill. But me, I had so much faith in big God making a way. I never was tripping. So, you know, by the pandemic was going, I've always been one of the DJs that was like, man, let me go on live and DJ, you know what I'm saying, and X, Y, and Z. So by the pandemic was gone on, I was like, shit, I could go do that again. I always do that. I could do that easily. So I did it, you know what I'm saying, and I just made the adjustment. Honestly, it really, I haven't been home this much in Lord knows how long. And it has been like, I have been on the move with this music shit. Like, everybody look at the Wayne run, but the run I had before I got with Wayne had me busy too. My own personal run was busy. I was doing colleges like every weekend. You feel what I'm saying? In Jackson, like I was moving around, DJing freelance every weekend. Like me sitting at home right now, The amount of time that I've been sitting at home and had time to create and do things like that, I haven't had. So the COVID-19 versus the industry thing, I've been telling all my homies and all my peers, bro, we got to make the best out of it, bro. You got to be able, like, COVID-19 helped me be able to understand about like branding and marketing a little bit more. You feel what I'm saying? I did stuff during the COVID to level up. I never really did shit for money. You feel what I'm saying? Like I never did stuff for money because of, excuse me, I'm sorry. I never did stuff for money because, you know what I'm saying, once the money run out, then shit, you know what I'm saying, they ain't gonna fuck with you. So I never expected, like, during the COVID, somebody to reach out and give me anything. I never expected none of that. I was a dumbass. I was getting on live DJing for free while the rest of these people are out here putting up their cash apps, getting a bankroll. Like, I got DJ homies.
Let's talk about that real quick. So,
okay.
I remember seeing a bunch of statuses back and forth on Facebook discussing that. And a lot of people, it's like half and half. Some people feel like you should do it for free because D-Nice is doing it for free and other people are doing it for free. And then a lot of people feel like you shouldn't be doing it because you're bored too, and it's your own entertainment as well to be able to interact with people because you're not really able to interact with them like that at the club. Yeah. I feel like because of the pandemic, I feel like y'all deserve the right to be able to have people tip you.
For sure.
I feel like it's just only right because it's your craft and you do it and you have a passion for it, but the magnitude of how many people you are entertaining wherever they are at the comfort of wherever they are, you deserve a tip for that.
For sure.
For sure.
And you know, a lot of people don't look at it like that. My bad. Keep going.
Oh no, that was all I was saying. I believe that, you know, I feel you when you started off like doing it off of the passion, but you probably did it off of the passion because you didn't think it was gonna be this long.
Well, I knew what it was gonna do. At the end of the day, I'm still that dude. I'm still TLew. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of money in this shit. And I done fucked over a lot of money in this shit. I done threw a lot of parties, and I done charged a lot of people to get in on motherfuckers. Feel me? For me to get on live and DJ cool. I understood folks wanted to tip me, but me being a human, you know what I'm saying, I don't take handouts too well. Like, my people that know me, they know that. Like, TLewis ain't one of them folks that take handouts. I give. But I ain't never been.
Because of the way you were raised? It's like,
yeah. It was like it was more so the way I was raised. I was really raised to myself. So I ain't never had nobody to give me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I had to go get it all myself. So at the same time, when it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't really know how to receive gifts. You feel me? I didn't grow up receiving gifts. You feel what I'm saying? Like, birthdays would come, like, you know what I'm saying? Of course you'll get some, but like, you know how as a child you expecting to get something, like you for my birthday, I know I'm gonna get these shoes and I'm gonna get this toy I've been wanting. Nah. That shit wasn't going down like that for me for my birthday. So I was getting shit, but you feel me? It'd be shit. You dig? So it was just a way a nigga would move and like a way a nigga would talk raised up. So even at the point of now, you know what I'm saying, it's something that I'm learning. But back to the whole just taking the donations, I still felt like at the end of the day we were going through a pandemic. Shit, you fucked up like I'm fucked up. You might have a little bit more than I have because of your profession. You still getting paid, and my profession, like shit, I hadn't worked the whole year. See, that's why I was telling people I was really fucked up during the pandemic. I held my composure amazingly well. I say this because not to make nobody feel bad or make nobody feel like on no sympathy type shit or none of that. It's just that it's a testimony. Like, I was broke. Like, I fell out. Like, and the thing about it is falling off has been in our Black community has been frowned upon so bad because we've been trying to hold a certain status. Listen, everybody that watched this, Exactly. Everybody that watches, I want you to understand one thing and one thing only. If you falling off because you chasing your dream, you ain't never fell off. But if you fell off because you out here fucking over money buying cars and shoes and you go to the club buying bottles and all that shit, then just when you fell off. But you fell off, you see your homie and he been out here working hard as hell and he's struggling. My nigga, your nigga ain't fell off. Your nigga investing in himself. You feel me? Like I invest in myself. I spend money non-stop investment. I just bought a brand new computer, brand new MPC. Didn't have to, but at the end of the day, that's how I'm moving. You feel what I'm saying? That's what motivates me.
You know you gonna need it.
You dig? But see, our world so brainwashed. Like even I had a big homie tell me this was before the pandemic, and this is crazy how it made so much sense during the pandemic. He was like, bro, I done filed for bankruptcy before. And I was like, for real? He was like, you look at that like it was a bad thing or something. I said, I thought it was a bad thing. He said, man, my company filed for bankruptcy. That's because we tried. That didn't mean we didn't succeed. We just ended up falling short somewhere. That don't mean I lost nothing. I could have gained a whole lot off of it. That don't mean I lost nothing though. I said, damn, that makes so much sense. These white people, they have, and this is not to make it a race issue, but this is just how we're taught so much differently.
Yeah,
These
they're
white people,
totally
they fall out.
I just finished reading Hustlenomics, and they talk about that in Hustlenomics about how the white people are taught differently financial literacy than we are. Like two totally different games.
Totally different. They are taught to go and try to open up a company, and if the company don't work out, bankrupt out, and then go do it again. We are taught, now you are never supposed to do that. Don't even look at that. That is not nothing you need. I grew up thinking being bankrupt was the worst thing ever. You feel what I'm saying? Not to say that I've ever hit bankruptcy. And I also grew up by thinking like, shit, if you over here, you spending your money on your business and it ain't like this here, you done felt, man, listen, you gotta just go out here and you gotta go for it. So the COVID-19 for me was one of those situations that made me like, all right, man, I'm solid. I sat back, I read books, made beats, and designed my clothing line. MostHated apparel out right now on my website, imtlewis.com. I got black shirts, white shirts, um, red shirts, and blue shirts. Yeah, man. So y'all go in there, shop with me. When I was in Jackson. When I was in Jackson.
When it's real, it's real.
Thank you, Jackson, Mississippi, man. I was going through so much shit, man. I was in a bad place mentally, man. And my attitude so bad, man. I was just in a bad place. And at times I had a lot of stuff going on. And I mean, with age comes maturity, and with life comes lessons. You feel me? So I was at an age in my life where shit was going on that I thought was supposed to be happening. I look back at it now like that was not supposed to be happening like that, TLewis. That wasn't supposed to be like that, dog. You weren't supposed to do that, dog. So, you know what I'm saying? Growing up, getting at the crib, a nigga love you so fast. I'm talking about they'll love you, they'll reel you in. But then all of a sudden, some shit can go left and a nigga just hate you out of nowhere. I'm talking about nigga got a strong problem with you that you don't even know shit about. Because I definitely say in Mississippi, we are taught, we were not taught how to effectively communicate.
Facts.
We were not taught how to effectively communicate. You feel what I'm saying? I talk to my grandmama about this every week when I check in with my grandma. You feel me? I talk to her and that's one of the biggest things I talk about with her. I went to school for speech communication, mass communication. So I believe that is one of the things that we have lacked because we were taught to be so defensive that defense comes protection, and protection is our territory. We're gonna protect us. So the first thing we think on is let me defend myself instead of Let me
Let
communicate
me
and see like
listen.
what's going on. Let me listen and let me not take it like this. Like I know we always got to be on reserve, but at the same time, I tell people all the time with a small conversation, things can go right. Lack of communication, things gonna go left. So being in Jackson, a lot of situations happened that were stuff that I never shared with people. And at times I used to be in a very depressed place. Like very, very depressed. I really just got out of it, just to be all the way straight up. And when I was in Jackson, I used to feel like folks just really hated me.
Mm.
I would feel like I would try to do so right by people, but I used to feel like some of the closest people that I love the most, they just really hated me. And it was like a love-hate relationship. Like
Yeah.
it was like a love-hate relationship. I feel like in life in general, you know what I'm saying, everybody goes through a cycle in life where they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again.
So when you started feeling that hate, was this like around the time where you were, on the rise up? And do you think that had a lot to do with the people always, ignorantly now, thinking that because you're rising up, everybody is supposed to be rising up at the same time that you are?
I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you. In life, I have realized that I can only take ownership for myself. So whatever
Right.
they was thinking, I don't know. But at the point in time that we at right now, I can look back and say it was my fault. Whatever it was, it's my fault. Cause
And you
I
honestly
had
believe that?
I had
Everything?
to do. Let me tell you why. Regardless, it take two in there. Regardless, I did something to you. See, a lot of people not willing just to go on and be like, cool. You feel what I'm
Accountability.
saying? I'm good on that. Even if it ain't on my shit. You feel what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
we got, that's just like if me and a person get into it, you feel what I'm saying? It took for me to do something or you to do something for me to say something to you or likewise. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if we, the way I look at it is like,
There
okay,
was a
then,
bad
well,
exchange of energy at some point in
yeah,
time.
it was a bad exchange regardless. So shit, like I said, I look back at me and I know I was goddamn, I had a badass attitude. Like shit, I was really looking at people like I I I I, I I'm really terrified of people. Like I got bad anxiety. So like I was acting out. Like I did a lot of shit, had a lot of conversations. Like I say, it's a lot of shit that if I would have been the peacemaker in the situation, it would have been like, okay, cool. I probably would have never even felt that way about it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because a lot of things I know that I took wrong. I know I'm a living witness to sit back and say, like, I took a lot of conversations wrong that weren't supposed to be wrong. So one day I was at my house and me, my cousin, and some of my homies, we was at the crib and I was like, man, bro, it was some shit had popped off. And you know, back then shit was going to social media so crazy. And niggas say what they say because it was fresh. And we just at the house wondering, like, bro, what the fuck going on? Like, why folks keep fucking with me, bro? Like, man, I'm like the most hated nigga around this motherfucker, man. I'm like, bro, these niggas love me because I'm from here. So then I went and I had drew it up. I had drew it up. And I was like, bro, I'm finna fuck with it. Like, that's what it's finna do. So I just changed the logo on it because of the fact that I never really wanted it to symbolize hate. I wanted it to symbolize both. So that's why the heart is there. You feel me? The heart is
It
there because
evolved. I love it.
yeah, it shows the two sides. You feel what I'm saying? You got the yellow T in the middle that split it in half. So you got, you know what I'm saying? You got the love and the hate. You feel me? But at the end of the day, that's why we got the quote under there too. Can you see it?
I can't see it.
You can't. It
No,
says, "Hate is temporary, love is forever."
I love it.
You know
I
what I'm
love
saying?
it.
That's just off of life as it's life in general. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody go. Like I said, everybody. I've taken accountability for a lot of things that I don't have to take accountability for. But at the end of the day, I just don't care. You feel what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, I'm human. I make mistakes. At the end of the day, I know it was some piece of exchange that I could have handled better, or I could have done this a lot differently. And that's just in life in general. It's going to continue to be like that. I'm not down on myself or none of that. I was at that time. Now, shit, goddamn it, I'm around this motherfucker getting great experience. Like, nigga, what's happening? You dig me? You dig? Like, look, hey,
Man,
look, you wanna? You want to talk about some shit? We can talk about it, big fella. But I just ain't got the energy. Like I have rested a lot of shit. So now it's like I ain't got the energy because I know where I'm at in my life right now. And at the end of the day, it's just that. So this is where the most hated. This is where the most hated it came from.
I can see your growth, and I really appreciate that shit. It's beautiful. I swear it is. So Be Safe is out now, and
yes,
I'm assuming that the downtime during COVID-19 help you tie in all the loose ends.
No. Be Safe has been finished. Can you hear me? What happened?
No.
What happened? What's up? I'm still here.
Hold on. You're just not moving. I can kind of hear you. Okay, I can, but am I
back?
Can you see me? Okay, there you go. Okay, we back. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna say
now,
I've been hearing you the whole time. No, okay. COVID-19 did not.
Okay.
Did not. Look, COVID-19, man. Look, COVID-19 made it seem like it prepared this project. TLewis been working on this project for 3 years.
3 years.
TLewis been working on this project for 3 years. The project was really an album. It's way longer than that.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been working on that project for 3 years. Coke did that intro 2 years ago. Probably a year and a half ago.
See,
me and Luck recorded that song in Atlanta probably a year and a half ago, close to 2 years ago. Right, he did his song, and then when he left and went back to Jackson, I sent him the beat to send the Coke to do the intro.
Damn, ain't that something? Shit. Okay, so what made you pick all the people that you chose? Because you produced all the songs, correct?
Facts. Produced every song.
That's some dope shit. So did you already hear the artists, like, once you were making these beats, like, damn, I want Coke on this one?
All right, so I'm gonna give you the real rundown. You finna get the super exclusive. You dig?
I'm ready.
And this on some crib shit. The EP originally was supposed to be an EP for me and Lonnie.
Damn.
I had when I'm trying to word this shit right, man.
Take your time.
So when Lonnie was working on They Know What's Going On 3, I had started back working with Lonnie, and I had gave him my idea. I was like, yo, I'm producing. You know what I'm saying? I've been producing. By that time, I had probably been producing for probably like 2 years by that time. And on some quiet shit, it was real quiet. Like, I wasn't telling nobody because I wanted to do this. This is what I wanted to do to roll it out. So I was sending Lonnie beats, and I was like, yo, let's do a project where I produce it. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be me and you know what I'm saying? We already do mixtapes together anyway, so let's do a mixtape. So the bro like, all right, cool. So unfortunately, we never got to, you know what I'm saying, lock in and do anything because, like I said, we was working on They Know What's Going On 3. And I decided to take it. I wanted to dedicate. I always said that before I did anything else, if I, like, my plan was when I made it out of Jackson to be able to go to a level of reaching the world. That's what I mean by made it out of Jackson. A level to be able to reach the world. I always wanted to do my first project, whether it was like a mixtape or whatever. I wanted it to be a piece of home. You feel me? I really like that was something I've been mapped out. I've been calculated. So that's why I wanted the first project to be bro. Because I was working with bro. I was working with Lonnie time. You feel me? So I wanted it to be that.
Yeah.
Once he passed, you know what I'm saying? May he rest in peace. I sat back and I fell off of it real fast. I fell all the way off of it. I fell all the way off of it because not only, all right, so we lost Lonnie, and I kept moving. I laid down for a little minute. I was like, I ain't gonna fuck with it. But I was out here in Atlanta. I was steady making beats. Shit was steady working. So I locked in with E. Lucas. Okay, so me and E. Lucas went and made like probably like we probably made like 6-7 songs together. You feel what I'm saying? Like we were just locking in every chance we could get. You feel me? So boom. We had just did a song right before that Thanksgiving. I never forget it. I was dropping him off, and that was the last conversation I had with him. And we was talking about like the music, because I was like, bro, I'm finna press the gas on the music. I was like, I got enough songs with me and you that we could put out a project, and I could take, you know what I'm saying? So I had some stuff with Tank, I had some stuff with Zeke. It was early. I was like, I could go ahead and take that project and put it out. We could start boiling about. He was like, cool. Last time I talked to him, and man, he rest in peace. So I was destroyed by this point. I just lost 2 artists. You feel me? I just lost 2 artists that I fuck with. I've known E. Lucas for forever, known Lonnie since shit. I've known of him since forever, but we really got close like his senior year in high school. You feel me? So I'm crushed right now. I'm like, what?
Damn, man, that's heavy. That's heavy.
Is going on? I was, like I said, I was mentally going through some shit already. I was depressed as hell in Atlanta. You feel me? Because it was me moving from Jackson. I'm in Atlanta by myself. I'm like, man, shit, it was a major adapting that had to be done. I'm traveling the world. I'm meeting all different walks of life. And my little country ass still on some country shit. And in real life, you know what I'm saying? I had to grow up. So at the same time, like I said, I just lost 2 artists. I am destroyed. And some just hit me and was like, you got to keep going, bro. Like, you got to keep going. You aim to put out a project. Now you need to put out a project. So I just started mapping it out, bro. Like, I really prayed about it, and I asked Big God to use me in the best way possible. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I really prayed about it, like, and I just like, man, look, however this project is supposed to work out, just send me the vision. And I caught the vision and was like, yo, it's a lot of niggas at the crib that's hard. It's a lot of niggas at the crib that you can get your hands on. Like, let's make it work. And that was even Tez I did. Tez was even on some shit like, yo, you need to start with the people you fuck with first. And I was like, all right, bet. So he was like, before you even like to get your shit to these other folks, cool, but you need to go start with the people you fuck with first. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I think one of the first songs that I ended up, like I said, I had a bunch of E. Lucas songs that was supposed to be for the project. So ended up, I ended up talking to his mom, but we never got to an agreement. So I never wanted to put the songs out without her consent.
Right.
Even though it could happen, you feel what I'm saying? But I wanted to talk with her and let her know how I was gonna split the funds up with her and X, Y, and Z in the right way. But you know what I'm saying? At the right time, you know what I'm saying? It's never a right time for that. So I just started back over. I sat back, I revamped, I started back over. And Luck came out here, and Luck was one of the first songs I recorded. Too Many was one of the first songs we recorded. So yeah. So we was in the studio, and I told Luck, I always fuck with Luck, cause you know Luck from now he a all over nigga, but I be like, look, the world likes when you talk all nice and sexy, but I'm like, the world loves Twitter Luck. Twitter Luck is the winner. When you talk this shit, I said I need one of them songs. So boom. I already put out a song with me and Luck. Nobody paid attention to, by the way. All right. I want to mention it. Me and Luck did a song and nobody paid attention to that fucking song. So I just want to shout out the whole crib for that. Because I put out a New Year's song with me and Luck and everybody ignored the shit out of that song. All right. So boom. I keep it trucking that. So look, in 3D, they came to Atlanta. We go to Madison Blackman Studio. This how Mississippi I'm keeping this shit now. You feel me?
Yes, that's
I
so
go to
Mississippi.
I go to Madison Blackman Studio, and I damn near did half the project in his studio. You feel what I'm saying? If not the whole project, I did like I was paying bro for the studio time. Like I'm in there. So shit, that song happened. He went back to Jackson, and I was going crazy over the song. And I had been made the beat. The beat that Coke got for the intro. I originally made that beat for Wayne. I was trying to give Wayne that beat to be the intro for Funeral.
Man.
So
it's so intro is like, I love how Coke is like, it's some movie shit. Yeah, it feel like that for sure.
So the crazy part about it is, like I said, I really made it on that shit because Wayne project was called Funeral. So I wanted it to be real dark but real big, like yo, pop your shit. But I wanted to feel real dramatic. So after it didn't get on the project, I was like, bro, you know what? I was just sitting up here smoking. I text Look and I said, look, see every piece of this project got put together on the power and the influence of marijuana and Big God, and that's my right hand to God. And I'm totally honest because I'm finna break it down to you how each scenario came off of me smoking. So I was sitting up smoking, and then that's when I'll probably be playing the game and playing my beats. That beat came on, the intro beat came on, and I was like, you know what? Since I can't get it to nobody, let me make it my intro then.
Okay.
So I was like, who will be the hardest nigga to tell a story? And then that's when I called Look. I said, look, because I ain't gonna lie, Coke probably the only nigga in Jackson, Mississippi that I used to be scared of because he ain't talk much. I told him that. I said, bro, you know, I'm from out north, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Out north, what you saying? You right.
Out north, we don't go out south. We don't go out south. He looked mean as hell. And he be so chill, bro. I was like, bro. So I used to call the man, bro. He used to be so dry with me, bro. So I said, look, can you ask bro to do this record for me, bro, for my intro, bro? He was like, you don't want to talk to him? I said, bro, can you put it together, bro? I said, I ain't in the mental space right now, bro. I said, bro, but I hear it, dog. I'm like, that's the intro to the project, bro. So boom, Luck sends it over. 24 hours go by. I get a text message back. So I'm sitting in my kitchen and I'm listening. I start yelling. I'm like, this the fucking intro. It's up. It's up. It's up. We got a fucking project. This is fucking it. This is fucking it. Everybody, I had like 3 people over my crib. It was my cameraman. He from Florida. My cameraman on Fire Images. He from Florida. I think my homegirl Danielle was over here. She worked with Coke. You feel what I'm saying? Yes. So Danielle was over here.
We Donnie.
And who else was over here? I think my partner Pop was over here. So I'm just yelling. They like, what the fuck wrong with you, boy? So I said, Danielle, listen to this. I played it for her. She said, "This Coke?" I said, yes. I said, this the intro to my project. And she was like, that shit crazy. So I ran out the house and I ran downstairs to the car. Turning this shit up loud as I fucking can. And I was checking. I was like, let me hear it. Let me see if it's right.
Out.
Man, that bitch felt like a movie, man. I said, this is it. This is the intro. So boom. I said, I got the intro and I got Look song at least. I could drop a 3-song EP and I can get by. You feel what I'm saying? And start it off. So then that's when, to be real with you, shit just started goddamn taking its time. Like every time I thought I was finished with it, I wasn't finished with it. You feel me? Like every time I would sit back and be telling, like I tell somebody like, yo, I'm finished with it, bro. I'm done with it. I wasn't finished with it. So I'm trying to see what was the next song I ended up recording, because a lot of these songs came. Bust It Down. I think Bust It Down was the next song that ended up happening. Bust It Down happened because I was on live playing beats. And I had already hit Silas. I was like, Silas, I'm doing EP. I got to get you on there. I sent Silas beats and he was like none of them. Dang. Okay, maybe they shit went back to whipping up. I whipped up. I make beats on live all the time. Silas got on my live and I was playing that beat. He put the eyes and he said, "Hey, send me that beat right now." I said, "Say less." I sent it over to him. He sent me back just the verse and the hook. And I lost my shit. I was like, bro, what the fuck, dog? Like, how did you fuck it, bro? It's up. This is it. We're using it. Let's make it happen. So boom. I sat on it for the longest because I kept trying to figure out who could I put on the song. I sent it to Luck. I sent it to a couple people. And it was cool, but it wasn't bigger than what Silas had did. You feel what I'm saying? Like Luck killed it, you know what I'm saying? I sent it to a couple other people, they killed it, but I sent it to some girls, you know what I'm saying, out of the jack, like female out of like She Hard, you know what I'm saying? They killed it, but it wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for a certain flair.
It was made for Silas.
So I went on down, I left it alone. Bob Street came to the town. He came to Atlanta. And shit, we ended up being in the studio. And only Bob Street can tell this story, man, because those I tell people all the time, like I really have taken my artistry to another level. Like I really enjoy the making of the art. So when I'm in the studio, like I'm real focused in because you know what I'm saying, everything is happening so fast. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And you really can pay it, like you gotta pay attention to it to learn it. You feel what I'm saying? So I got a weird studio like vibe, especially with artists that I fuck with, because I put a lot of pressure on them. So when it came to that song, like Bob Street was trying to sit in the studio, smoke and all this shit, I'm like, "Hey man, you ain't ready to rap yet?" He like, "Nah, I be writing my shit out." I'm like, "Hey, we ain't got time for no nigga to be writing no shit out, bro. We trying to record a song." But see, I never realized like how precise I be on shit until Bob Street really brought it to my attention. And he was like, "Bro, we need it because you don't be mean no harm. You just be keeping it real." So Bob Street, he went in there. Bob Street went in there and he did his thing. He freestyled that whole motherfucking song. Only thing I did was talk back and forth to him like, hey, you telling the story, keep telling the story, bro. Just keep telling the story, keep telling the story. And he made a motherfucking masterpiece.
Wow.
So then that's when I had a song with Lil Ron because I wanted to do them together, but I wanted it to be separate songs. Cause they so hard as a group. You feel what I'm saying? But people forgot that they are separate artists too. You feel what I'm saying?
That's
like
true.
My nigga, like I've been listening to Lil Ron since I was goddamn in college and listening to Bob Street at the same time. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that, like I said, that unfolded. Then that's when, let me see. I think what was the last song I ended up recording? No, Nico came to Atlanta and he had called me because I had been reaching out to him and telling him like, bro, I want to work with you. I want to work with you. I want to work with you. And he came out to Atlanta and we went to Madison Studio and did a session. And I made that beat initially for a pack that I sent out to an artist. And I don't want to say his name, but yeah. Okay. But I made that for an artist here in the town. And I was like, okay, I don't want to sit on it too long because I like the vibe of it. I liked how it made me feel when I made it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I think every record on Be Safe was thought out to the process of, hey, I want you all to do your thing, but I want to take it up like times 10. I really want to challenge you to make something that you've never made, like to sound like you've never sounded before. When they hear you on, like I was like, the whole objective is when they hear you on a TLewis beat, they hear you a whole nother way versus when they hear you on somebody else shit. I wanted my shit to be real distinct, real like, damn, we're creating a sound. So when I was in the studio with Nico, we was like in there vibing, and I put the beat on. I told him, I said, bro, I got one for you. And I said, I know you want all that other shit, but I was like, this one right here, I think this is gonna be the one. So I played the beat, and everybody in the studio kind of hit like that little cool ass head bob. Like, shit, okay then, hell yeah. So Ricky Rich was engineering, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this bitch crazy." So Nico so cool, bro. Nico smiled. Nico smiled, bro. Like the beat made him feel good. Like he smiled, looked at him like, "What's up, bro?" So he smiled. So I'm like, okay. Then he was like, "Nah, I'm fucking with it." So he started rapping some shit. I'm like, go in the booth, bro. That's it. So we came up with that, and then that's when Tank from the Hills. You feel me? That's the little bro with little big bro. Shit, cause man, I know that we grew up a street over from each other. You feel what I'm saying? So I always said I wanted to make sure that no matter what it was I wanted to fuck with Tank. Cause me and Tank literally grew up together. You feel me? So I ended up I made that beat specifically for his little ratchet ass. I said, all right, I want to go make some ratchet shit for my dog so it can hit the town and we can take over the South with that motherfucker. You feel me? And he delivered. I sent it to him. As soon as I sent it to him, he did in pure Tank fashion what I expected him to do and say, "Man, that shit hard as a motherfucker, TLewis, man. You bullshitting. You should have been sent me this shit." I'm like, "Man, I sent it to you now. Go kill it." You feel what I'm saying? So he did that. And the last song that came together with No Eastside. No Eastside came together off of me constantly listening to this project. Like I'm just constantly listening to it. I'm like, it's missing something. It's missing a lot, but it's missing something. And I was just sitting there, like I probably listened to Kanye, My Dark Twisted Fantasy, and Rick Ross, Maybach Music 4. I don't know. Rick Ross, Deeper Than Rap, and it's another one. The one what project that is Rick Ross got with what project that is Ross got with Freemason on there.
Maybach Music? That project?
I don't even remember the name of the project. But anyway, it's saved on my phone. I probably listen to them two projects like every week. Probably damn near every other day. Because of the production on the project. You feel what I'm saying? So as I'm listening to the production on the project, I'm like, I gotta show these niggas, like, cause every beat on that project is hard to me, but I'm like, man, that ain't the shit I really want to do. Like, it's cool though.
I need to pop my shit.
Yeah, like that ain't it. So me and ABE been making, like, when I moved to Atlanta, and when ABE moved out here, we had linked up. Even when I was in Jackson, ABE was like one of the first producers that actually took me serious when I told him like I wanted to be a producer. That's when they had the studio that was right down the street from Black Diamonds. Him and Dollar, I used to pull up on them and shit. And the crazy part about it is, like, they all sat in there and was listening to my trash ass beats and was acting like the bitches was hard. So I was like, you know what? I fuck with bro. So me and ABE actually, I got ABE a Jeezy placement. I did a song for Boston George and Jeezy on Boston George's project last year. It was called Boston George Diego, and it was a song they had called Right to Left, and me and ABE produced that together. So we just had beats already done. So Dollar was down here. That was after that. Like, that's how old this beat is. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was probably like 3 years ago, maybe. Like, so Dollar was down here. And we was in my crib just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Me, him, and ABE, and I sent him that beat. I was like, bro, we made this beat for you in real life. You feel what I'm saying? But he sat on it. You feel me? Like, he kept calling me. It was like, I'm fucking with it, bro, but I said, don't worry about it. It's gonna come.
I gotta get right.
It's gonna come. So boom, the craziest shit happened. I was just moving around as usual. And then next thing you know, I remember this shit vividly. I was like, bro, I gotta make a song to represent the crib. I said, like, I got the intro on that bitch. I was like, but I need a song that represents the crib. Like, I gotta really let these niggas know I'm from the North. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's really what the song was about. The song was, I wanted the song to really be about the North, because that's what it like.
Feels.
You feel me? But at the same time, I was like, the Jack ain't just a no, though. You feel me? I can't do it like that. So I called Dollar and I told Dollar, I was like, Dollar, I need you to run a play for me. I said, man, I want to make a song about the Jack, but I want to go on east side of town. I was like, I got you for out north. We can go get coke for out south. And then I said, but you got to help me think of somebody for out west that's lyrical that can rap with y'all. You feel me? Because I'll say I want to sandwich them in the middle. I want to take a real trip through Jackson. I was like, I want to talk about everything because I kept telling niggas like I want to talk about the shit like E&L, and I want to talk about like, you know what I'm saying, like Eddies and Rubies. You feel me? Like the shit that really real staples of Jackson. You feel me? Northside Drive, motherfucking Terry Road. You feel what I'm saying? McDowell. We gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about Sunday Night Ride. We gotta talk about Jack State football games on Saturday, free lunch after party, the mansion after party, how Coke talked about po' boy. You got to be real goddamn classical to know about this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because the nigga had to put me on it. You feel me? He had to put me on. So you know what I'm saying? Like Dollar was like, all right, I'm gonna make it happen. So boom. Dollar send it off to Coke, and I told Coke the same thing. Coke said, "Say this, I got you." The crazy part about it is I don't know how it happened because I don't know. All I know is that motherfucker turned out amazing because I think Dollar did his verse first and sent it over. Coke ended up doing his, and then it's when Vegas ended up doing his. But the way that the song is structured with so much. It's structured so perfectly that it just flows. It's like,
I'm
okay,
just ready for the video. That's all I gotta say for that one.
Man, look, I'm over here doing the treatment for that motherfucker. Nah, like I've been thinking about that. Like, man, look, that video. I want the whole Jack in that motherfucker, man.
Yes, you got to do a video for that. That shit gonna be stupid.
And that's how we got Be Safe. That's how we got Be Safe, man. They were put together amazing well. I want to say shout out to all those gentlemen as well, man. I really, really appreciate y'all for that. I really, really appreciate y'all for that. Be Safe out right now. All platforms. Please go support your boy and go get that.
Please do. You will be so enthused and
I really feel like I got one of the hardest projects out.
No, you do.
And
real talk.
And that's just straight up. And I ain't even talking about just Mississippi. I can go toe to toe with them niggas. I gave a nigga 7 songs of everything. You got a club record on there.
Mississippi can go against everybody out there. There's no
toe
doubt.
Toe to toe. Stop playing.
With that being said, give me your top 10.
Man, you finna put me out there like that. DJ TLewis.
I was hoping you was gonna include yourself. Okay.
All right. DJ TLewis. Because you said top 10 Jackson, Mississippi artists.
That's
See?
correct. That's correct.
Come on. Y'all boy better start reading. Hey, look, whoever said weed bad for you, that's a lie. That shit open your mind up. You better use it for the right reasons.
That shit make you think deep.
It gets you right. It's all about how you use it. You can be a dumbass or you can be a smart ass. Oh yeah, shout out to my people too. I want y'all, before I get my 10, these 2 books right here was 2 books I was reading, as you can see, on some Mississippi player shit. My homegirl Tamara Cherie, you feel me? Okay. Make sure y'all go get her book, Surrounded by Sin, Grounded by Love. Hey, look, it's a great read for people that's trying, like, I ain't even gonna say you just trying to get your life in order, but at the end of the day, it just give you a little structure. She got like some worksheets in there and stuff like that. Y'all make sure y'all go shop with Tamara. And then this ain't no Mississippi, but this book right here, I Am Number 8 by John Gray. I got this as a birthday gift like 4 years ago from my homeboy Willie B. And it took me 2 years to pick it up and read it. One of the best books I've ever read in my life. So I just wanted to get that little book plug for y'all. Top 10 artists.
Let's go.
All right. DJ TLewis. Hollywood Look. Coke Boomaye. No order. Coke Boomaye. Northside Lee. Because that boy is a artist with that motherfucking food that boy be goddamn cooking. You hear me? Do you hear me? That boy be goddamn motherfucking shit.
Josephine.
Man, I miss the Jack every day when I wake up and can't eat that shit, man. Shout out to E&L. Shout out to Beans at the Shack. Shout out to M-Bar. Shout out to
It's
Chill.
hungry.
Chill got the Chill got the seafood going crazy. Shout out my brother TP with names and faces going crazy. Look, that's real Jackson shit. That's power. Look, it ain't no top 10 because we all the top. You feel what I'm saying? Like, look, we all really like this here. You feel what I'm saying? I can name a bunch of dope ass rappers. I can name a bunch of dope ass party promoters, dope ass artists in the city, all that shit. Everybody that's, I'm gonna tell you who the top is. The top is everybody that's able to wake up every day and they fight to keep doing that shit. That's what puts you on top. You feel me? Fuck all that name and shit, man. If you wake up every day and you fight to keep doing this shit, you fight to chase your dreams, you fight to pay your bills, man, you at the top. I don't give a fuck what the bracket say, man, you at the top. Cause shit, they ain't never say how many people can be at the top.
They definitely didn't say that shit.
You did.
I love the answer.
Look. Hey, look, we got to make it right, baby. Let's do it. Come on. Come on.
That was a perfect way to end it. Straight on the hour, right on the dot. What else do you want to leave the people with? DJ TLewis, the world's greatest DJ. Jackson, Mississippi's own.
You did. Man, look. Really just at this point, be safe out right now. Go get that. On all platforms. Make sure you go stream that. Go stream it 1,000,000 times. I'm talking about just play it. It's 7 songs and it's 30 minutes. Just play that motherfucker nonstop. Just keep playing that beat. Just boom, boom, boom. Keep playing it. I want to end on a good note and tell you to go to imglewis.com and order you some merch. Please and thank you. You feel me? I'm not DJing that much right now, so y'all go turn up with the merch. You did. Come on with it. Hats available. You know, I have sweatsuits available. By the time October hit. Yeah, be safe out right now. Go get that. Be safe out right now. Go get that. Look, we gotta keep spilling this shit, man, because look, I don't think people understand how big this could be. I told somebody the other day when I was talking about the release of the project and they was talking about how I feel. I really feel amazing for the response that we've gotten off of it, for one. I really told, and to be honest with you, this project is about showing growth and showing unity. At the end of the day, let's just keep it all the way above. I told him, I was like, I'm not trying to play Jesus and act like I'm gonna be the savior of Mississippi music. That ain't what I'm here to do. Feel what I'm saying? I gotta worry about myself. I gotta help myself first.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if I can help myself and build a bridge to allow other people to help themselves, shit, goddamn it, we goddamn finna bridge it out. And that's what I look at this project as. I look at this project as a beautiful bridge to be able. I've gotten some amazing phone calls about this project from people that I would have never expected.
It's an amazing project, even all the way down to the artwork. The artwork already grabs you in, like everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Big in Presidential Hills, the Jackson sign, the flowers in the middle. Who did that artwork?
Jackson, Mississippi's own Gio. Shout out to my boy Gio. We sat on the phone and talked about that goddamn artwork for so long. He probably thought TLew lost his fucking mind. But I'm truly, I can truly honestly say, yeah, I wanted to be able to show a mural of it. I have a drawn out one. that I'm going to reveal once the artist finishes it, and I'm going to let him reveal it. He's from Jackson as well. But yeah, I mean, more than anything, I sat on the phone with him for probably like an hour, repeating the same thing over and over and over to him, because he probably thought like TLewis lost his mind, but I probably have. I'm in true artist mode in my point in life right now. So everything is very particular, very detailed. So I wanted to make sure that this showed me something. And I probably sat with the cover art, no lie. I probably sat with the cover art for probably about a year and a half, maybe. See, it was initially supposed to come out June 1st. I wanted to drop it on June 1st because June 1st is 601
day.
So I wanted it to be like a 601 day in the city, boom, boom, bam, bam. Well, I ran into some difficulties. It's cool. Small things to a giant. You feel what I'm saying? We end up bouncing back like 2-3. You feel what I'm saying? And made it like that. And we have an amazing project out, man. Be Safe out right now. Make sure you go get that. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. I really enjoy doing this project. Shout out to every person a part of this project. Every person I called and got on their nerves, making them listen to this project. Appreciate you. See y'all in 2 months.
And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Get Familiar episode 4 with DJ TLewis, the world's greatest DJ. Be safe out now. Make sure you follow him and go to the website. Is it IamTLewis.com?
Yep, IamTLewis.com. Because you too can be TLewis.
Go get your MostHated merch and make sure you just follow and support the brother. We appreciate you for taking the time to talk to us tonight.
Thank you all so much for having me, man.
In them ATL streets.
I ain't in them streets. You want to know what I'm really over here on?
What you on? Making beats?
Let me see if I got something pulled up real fast. That's really what I'm on. I ain't got no time for none of that other shit. I just got a phone call from somebody told me pull up to the studio too. Yeah, I don't be really going out on none of that shit. Like I told, like I'm dead serious. I partied enough, so I partied so much that now I'm to the point to where I'm like, nah, like I ain't gonna be satisfied because 75% of the radio playlist is me.
Let's get that work done then. That's why we definitely got to make sure we stream and download the fuck out of that so we can get that happen.
Yeah, sure. We got to get that rolling, you feel me?
I can see that. We need to make that.
Radio mine. Radio is mine. Radio is about to be mine. Trust me. It's about to happen.
Keep saying it. I mean, you manifested everything else. You might as well manifest that too.
Hey, that's the next one. That's the next one on both levels. Because I'm gonna have a fire ass radio show and I'm gonna be all over the radio. Boom.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Real Jacktown outside shit.
Mississippi shit.
You did. From the goddamn north. You hear me? Hey, shout out to my people out in North President Hills. You dig me? Yo. I just had to do that shameless plug so you can use that as a B-roll. You got to
shout out them all.
Yeah, the B-roll. You feel me? I don't come home enough. You feel me? So I got to shout everybody out. Goddamn it, when they go tune in. Oh, yeah, shout out to Square Word, too. You doing some good shit, buddy. I think for the most part.
Everything.
Yeah, I heard about the billboards, all this shit. You doing some good shit. Now it's time to show the positive shit.
Both of those projects show the unity that's going on in the city, for sure.
Yeah. That's definitely a thing in a great direction.
Everybody put your motherfucking hands up. If you work hard, put your motherfucking run and say, hell yeah. Yeah, put your motherfucking hands up. Everybody put your motherfucking hands up. If you work hard, put your motherfucking run and say, hell yeah. It's just like money. If you do it, we gon' go this way, bro. You Well, I ain't never been a chicken, but my food is hot. No, I ain't never been a chicken, but my food is hot. Hey, where your bar at? I'm tryna rent it out. And we talk about it. What are you about? DJ show me love, we say my name when I do it out. Young Money, Lil Wayne, give me a drop. Make it snow, make it flourish. Make it all day tomorrow, don't worry. Who I am? Young Wayne on the road. You got love for a nigga like me. Every day hell yeah. Love you too.
Do I feel my voice is heard? It really depends on the environment.
I oftentimes feel like my voice is overlooked because of my skin color.
I don't always feel heard, but at Black with No Chaser, I know that my city,
Femininity,
opinion,
ideology,
Queerness,
culture,
status,
perspective,
hair, and my background
is safe here. Is safe here.
is safe here.
is safe here. Black with No Chaser, a platform made by Black creators for unapologetic Black content.